What's up, guys, and welcome to the Real Housewives of Nairobi, episode 7 review stroke recap. My name is Chepto Ekboyo. So let's get into it. Episode 7 starts with Lisa, who has invited Dr. Catherine to meet an Olaibon. Amani, Laibon. So this guy is called Pamwat, and apparently he can tell if your life is going well or it is not going well. So they sit in this rug outside Lisa's house, and Dr. Catherine is asked by Lisa to ask any question to this Pamwat, who is the, wacha tuseme nani, a seer, a Maasai seer. So Dr. Catherine gets this kakagwad, and then anauliza kama amefungiwa njia, and huo Pamwat anaangalia hivi hizo rocks, alafu anasema umefungiwa njia. You know, the way that Pamwat was dressed, he looked legit, like a true legit Maasai. But hiyo kukua sia, hiyo nilimshuku sana. Because hata akukua intense. You see the way when you go to a sia in, let's say, SA, wana throw bones, alafu wanaangalia bones. You see? Kuna action kidogo. Olaibon mawa yake, alisema tu, hata haikukaa sana. Alisema tu, umefungiwa njia. Akapea Dr. Catherine some ash, ama whatever, to leak 4 times. Apparently njia itafunguliwa. And then we see Sonal coming in to the event. So Sonal, hii episode ulinichokesha. I know you are hurt. I know that Vera hurt you badly. But hii episode you are a crier. Yani Sonal, you were a crier in this episode. Au kukua generally ulikuwa sijui ulikuwa nini, but you were crying the whole episode. And Sonal anasema for her to come to Lisa's house here to take 14 pills. Enyewe kama Vera alisema pill popping inakaa ukweli. So to just be there at Lisa's event. And then akaendelea kucomplain hapo hivyo. Then Dr. Catherine akasema since Vera misbehaved at her event, she's going to disinvite her at a lingerie thing that she had planned. Apparently there's a flagship store that had invited the ladies to try out lingeries, and she said because she misbehaved, she's not going to go. So akacall Vera, akamwambia, you know what, you can't come to this thing and so on. Vera akasema, hata yenyewe mimi, I don't like wearing lingeries when I'm pregnant. I wouldn't have gone. Then Lisa akasema, ati hata awangepata size ya Vera kwa hiyo lingerie shop. Na ilikuwa inakaa body shaming sana. I think lingerie shop in Africa has all the sizes. From a petite to, after plus size ni jumbo. I think jumbo. They have all the sizes. And I don't think Vera is that big. Maybe she's like a 12 now, a 14 hapo. Haizi kosa lingerie. Unless hizo ni mzungu sizes. Hata Lisa mwenyewe is not that tiny that anasema Vera atakosa lingerie, yet she's not that skinny. I think ako tu normal size. So niliona hiyo ni kama body shaming kimpango hapo hivyo. We also see Vera is in the kitchen with her house managers, and she had told them to prepare the ingredients. Apparently she wanted to make pilau for her husband, and she went on to say that she only cooks when she wants to. Her husband comes in, they start helping her with cleaning and cutting while ana prepare that meal. The brother was also there, and I liked the way those men helped her. Ni mzuri ukisaidiwa kwa jikoni na wanaume. It's just nice when your partner helps you. sema hiyo story yenye ili happen huko Tigoni. In Tigoni during Dr. Catherine events and why she attacked Sonal. She said that Sonal has been saying things about her, things that were undermining her, things that she didn't like. Na alikuwa amechoka na story ya Sonal kukua woye. Akasema, you know what? Hata mimi now I am going to attack you back. And that's why she called her pill-popping chick stroke. A person who has been dumped by her husband. And she was also planning her Swahili event. Na alikuwa worried kidogo akisema, will Sonal attend? Yet ametoka kumuattack kwa this other event. The show takes us to Sonal, where she's on the phone with her doctor. Sonal, yani hii episode ulinichokesha. I know Vera hurt you. I know Vera said mean things about you. But I thought you were going to pull yourself up. You know, you pull yourself up, you dust off yourself and you say, hata kama alisema hizi na nini, I'm not going to bring myself so low. Yani, Sonal hii episode uli break down, literally uli break down. Yani mimi nilichoka kusikia the complaints, nilichoka kusikia the what's it called, the woye, the you know I am a nice person. And then I think at some point ulikuwa pia unauliza the ladies, see I'm a nice person because I've come for this event. So now unichokesha na hiyo woye, that woye thing. You need to pull yourself. You need to fight for yourself. Why are you letting these ladies just bring you down kwa one fight? Sasa ingekuwa several fights. So she talks to her psychologist and akaventa hapo hivyo. After your session akasema she's now okay and she's feeling much better. The show cuts to Susan, who has invited Minne for lunch. And apparently, our kumbe wali squash beef Tigoni. When they were squashing their beef in Tigoni, Sonal was starting her beef with Vera there. And Susan comes with these white roses, offers them to Minne. So they squashed the beef. They start saying to each other, Akimi, I love you, babes. The fakeness of it all. Maybe I like you, babes. That's more like it. I love you. I love you too near show. I make sense to say I love you when hizo arguments ilikuwa heated. Susan goes on to tell Minne, you are a worthy opponent because you do not back down. Yeah? So now she'll learn from this fight ya Susan na Minne. Fight for yourself until musota out uko mbele. Minne actually asks Susan that why she didn't fight for Sonal when Vera was attacking Sonal. That was a good question, Minne. And aka insinuate that Susan did not fight for Sonal in Tigoni because Vera might be having a dart on Susan. That's why Susan hakutaka kuingilia hiyo nini. Na, by the way, Susan alikuwa amenyamaza sana huko Tigoni. So let's see how this will go down. And even in this episode, Susan was just awfully quiet. So I don't know if the real Susan ule wa the first 4-5 episode, ama this calm, chilled Susan is the true Susan. Because I like this chilled Susan, but I miss the drama. Then the show takes us to Dr. Catherine's house. She had invited Susan for mother-daughter baking. And Susan alisho stop kwa hiyo kitchen. Susan alikuja all dressed up for this cooking with her daughter. And they started mixing was it cupcakes or cake? Cupcakes, I think so. They start mixing it in the kitchen. The lady starts gossiping. In between the cooking up, or if the kids they decided to go and play football uko nje. Wamama wakabaki kwa jikoni wakaanza udaku. I liked the nice Susan for real. hapa hivi Susan alikuwa hii episode alikuwa tu mellow, amechill, ana story mob hapa hivi. Dr. Catherine akasema she wants Susan on her cover of Samantha Bridal magazine, and Susan says yes. So I guess as the show goes on, we'll be shown how the shoot went. That scene ends there. Dr. Catherine, again, we see her still in her house, and her husband brings her tea in their bedroom, which is so sweet. But Dr. Catherine, niliona hapo hivyo ulikuwa umengara sana, makeup, I think uliamka ukaoga, ukavaa a fresh clothes, ukapakwa makeup ile enye eoneshi sana like ile made up kama ile ya Vera ya workout, and then ukarudi kwa blanket, because hata hiyo blanket haikuwa hiyo messy. The pose seated on the bed ilikuwa composed pose, ukiletewa chai. So I think hiyo ulitoka nje ukarudi ndani just to shoot inside your bed. They start talking about her event that happened in Tigoni. And I love the husbands in this show. The husbands, they listen to their wives' stories. They rarely contribute. Really. Wanakuanga tu, okay. Sawa. They rarely contribute to these stories. I think they're used to their wives complaining, venting, and doing all these things. So I loved that breakfast in bed scene. Then the ladies finally go for shopping. They check out the store. Susan decides she's gonna wear a piece of lingerie. I think Lisa followed through. Then there was Dr. Catherine and Sonal, and I loved the way they embraced their body, you know. Lisa lichagua enye anaona inamfit. The other ladies, whether you want the skimpy, the strings, the tiny ones, they all wore it, and it really looked beautiful. Well, your lingerie scene, yani it wasn't raunchy, but it was really beautiful. You show off what you have. And you know, these are not young women. These are women 30 years old and above, and they were really embracing their body. Yani, hii ndio niko nayo na hii ndio I'm working with. Hakuna tio perfect body, nothing like that. I loved the way you ladies embraced your bodies on this lingerie shopping. And Minne, as usual, akasema anataka a tiny one and with sexual connotations. And Dr. Catherine akasema people who talk much about sex actually don't have any. Something to think about. After that, Sonal thank Dr. Catherine for not inviting what's her name? For not inviting Vera. Again, uoye ikaanza hapo hivyo. Mimi nikachoka sana. Then Minne akacontribute kwa hiyo story of Dr. Catherine not inviting Vera. Akasema ati, she called me broke, yet Susan pays for her makeup artist. Just hinting that Vera is not rich as she portrays online. Susan again was quiet. Na hapa ndo nikaanza kushuku Susan. Kwani what does Vera have on you? Ama you're done with the drama. You just don't want to contribute to more dramas in this show. And she said she doesn't like the way women attack each other or do something like similar to attacking each other on the show. Either she's changing, ama she's now loyal to Vera, so she doesn't want to contribute to that beef. Then you see Susan and Sonal, they go to a tattoo parlor, and Susan got one on her feet, and Sonal got another one of the many more tattoos on her hand. And while Susan was getting her tattoos, she said that fund me with dollars so that the pain is less. Enyewe hata mimi ningependa kufaniwa na hiyo dollars. The pain will drastically drop instantly. And I think hiyo tattoo hata ikukaa. They got the tattoos, and that scene ends there. Yeah. We get to see Minne who was called this home massages guy to come and treat her husband. Her husband anasema hajazoea massage. Kama Minne angemwambia it's a couple massage angehepa. So these two ladies, they come, they set up the massage thingy, boards. The husband comes, they are massaged vizuri. I think at some point the ladies decided to move aside. Minne akaendelea kumassage husband. Husband akastuka, hey, kumbe ni mkono yako. Apparently mkono ya Minne is not that good for massage. Then they head to upstairs in their house, to their home jacuzzi. Minne ame set up with your candle lit. Husband gets in. Minne akaingia na lingerie. I wish Minne ungeva, I think guys wear bikinis to jacuzzis. Sijaona mtu anaingia jacuzzi na lingerie. Ama maybe it's me. But sijaona watu wakiingia kwa jacuzzi na lingerie. Akaingia kwa hiyo jacuzzi anyway. Kuingia hapo, she went on to say that her husband is the only man who has made her show off her body and love her body even more. And apparently baby number 2 might be loading. They sent the kids to their aunties so that they could make noise in that jacuzzi or in that bed in the house. It was like a cute scene. A cute making love scene. So then in most African houses watu ufanya hivyo, but good for them. The day of Vera's Swahili event arrives and we see the setup is really beautiful. Yani e Swahili event. They went really original. Mesetiwa hapo hivyo ma dates, mabuyu, kama bitings, ma cocktails, an arrangement of assorted fruits. The interior decor was really beautiful. And Dr. C is the one actually who arrived first. I think it was around 3 p.m. There was no one to welcome her except the punda that Vera had put downstairs just to shed Sonal. You remember the punda, she called Sonal wewe punda, and Sonal ako unaita nani punda when they were in Tigoni. So she brought a kapunda and a baby punda hapo kwa entrance. Then akasema, so Dr. C akafika akaona punda akacheka tu sana. Anyway, there was no one to welcome the ladies. The Vera's event was inside her house on her rooftop, but no one to direct you to the rooftop. So anyway, Dr. C find her way to the rooftop. Then who arrived second? Minne then arrived at akakuja akaona tena punda hapo hivyo akacheka. Also, no one to welcome Minne. She found her way to the rooftop where the event is. Sonal came in late. And I remember alikuwa kwa phone call. Dr. C called Sonal asking her where she is or if she's coming. Akasema, this is the end of the world. There is dust. Vera lives, I think, in Ngong. Yeah. So, it was the end of the world. Just shading Vera's place. Aka arrive. I think hata alipiga selfie na hiyo punda. Aka find her way uko upstairs. Alikifika upstairs alikuwa so petty. Akasema ati they were given, they popped the champagne and they were pouring in the glasses, and when she wanted to drink it, she said, this flutes, your glasses of champagne, this flutes zinanuka, ziko na harufu mbaya, ebu. Akapasia Minne na Dr. C. Dr. C akasmell, I think alisema yes or no. Then akapasia Minne ako like, Minne alikuwa shaendelea hata kukunywa hiyo champagne yake yenye washamwaga. But Minne alirealize Sonal anakuwa hapa hivi extra. Hata Dr. C aliona Sonal ako tu hapa anakuwa petty because ya kuitwa punda na kutukanwa kwa the last event. Vera was a no-show. Even just saying hi, welcome, no show at all. I wish Vera ungekuwa na mtu waku welcome the guest if you're too busy to do it. Someone to just show direction. This is what you're doing. This is where you can have your welcome drink, nini. Out to the ladies had to figure out for themselves. And also, I loved the way Minne brought a gift to someone's house. By the way, kama unaenda kwa mtu, at least replenish. We are not saying gift them everything they're giving you at that event, but bring something small for the house. Minne, I loved your mama taught you well. Susan came in late, 6 hours late. Apparently alikuwa on vacation. Then she decided, you know what, I'm still going to show up for Vera. Hapa ndio inaonyeshana hiyo loyalty yao ni strong. And who else? Lisa was a no-show. Lisa aliona kufika Ngong, hiyo sio story yake. Hiyo aku come kwa hiyo event ya Vera. What else? Ama maybe it's because Vera didn't come to her fashion event. Maybe. Like, why should I put effort when this woman didn't put effort to come to mine? So Vera akakuja late to her own event. The event that was in her house. Yeye mwenyewe amekuja late. Though I loved the dress code. I loved what she was wearing, what her husband was wearing. They looked really beautiful. But Vera, that is very disrespectful. How can you be late? How can you keep people in your house 5 hours late? If it was a night event, sema tu, you know what? This is going to be a night event. You guys show up at 8. We will party until 1 a.m. Then muende kwenu. Show up at 3. I think by midnight, Dr. CL walikuwa na complain hawajakula bado. National pia walikuwa na complain hawajakula bado. In between your complaining, Minne akauliza Vera, ulisema mimi ni broke. Sonal aliniambia hivyo. Then Vera kaambia Minne, even Sonal said, both of us said. Kwanza ali agree, akasema yes, I talked bad about you, but I was not the only one. Even Sonal said some things about you. Waka argue hapo hivyo, nini. I think the ladies didn't even eat. Kidogo tunaona kwa magari, wamebang, they're out. Niko like, hey, nikuje 3 p.m. Nikae mpaka 11. Nisikule, nirudi kwangu. Na naenda kupambana na fridge kupika, kutafuta what is available, or buy ataka take away. I think our ladies walikula, and then the production ikasema, for dramatic effect, wacha ikae hamjakula. Ama maybe they didn't eat truly. Anyway, hii episode 2 iliisha hivyo. So for this episode, I really loved the originality of Vera's Swahili event. Paka wakifunga kanga, try hiyo kuwine your west, nini, the food, the decor, yes. The lateness, Vera, it's no longer even nice. It's no longer even cool to seem that being late is on fashion. Don't waste people's time. Don't waste people's time. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the episode. Please subscribe. I will see you guys on the next recap.